That's not the only way this works. And this is a lot like someone trying to give dating tips to a cat lady.
Yes.
Okay? It took a long time for her to get there.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not one thing that's going to get her out.
In this video, we join Greg Gutfeld and his co-host Tyrus on The Gutfeld Show. Greg Gutfeld plays a clip of Bill Maher interviewing David Hogg. With that, let's watch Tyrus respond to the clip and torch David Hogg and the Democrats for their out-of-control corruption.
A sofa brand is looking for a professional napper and will pay 10 grand to rest and digest for the summer. Finally, a job that I'm qualified for, said one man. No. True, his qualifications include previously being laid to rest. All right, it was unnecessary. Earlier today, a jury was sworn in for the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. Apparently, they took an oath while placing their right hand on the ass of an unconscious male escort. Oh, you like that one? I can't figure you people out. Finally, federal judges say unsolicited pizza deliveries to their homes are meant to intimidate them. In a related story, guess who wants to be a federal judge? Did that make sense? Okay. All right, monologue time. So right now, the Dems are the Charlie Sheen of politics. The junkie who realizes everyone was right. I got a serious problem and I need help. Take the Dems' resident twerp, DNC Vice Chair David Hogg, who actually said something true on Bill Maher.
Younger men, they would rather vote for somebody who even if they don't completely agree with, they don't feel judged by, than somebody who they do agree with, that they feel like they have to walk on eggshells around constantly because they're going to be judged or ostracized or excommunicated. Ultimately, what we have to do here is figure out how to bring people back in and work towards the bigger goal of advancing the future of this country. Young people should be able to focus on what young people should be focused on, which is how to get laid and how to go and have fun.
Yeah. I like how he said get laid and have fun. Like the two are mutually exclusive. Although a lover who votes Democrat must be kind of a bummer. She won't let you sleep with her until you admit women should vote.
Hey, Gutfeld brought up the Diddy trial. Obviously, that's not something I cover really on here, but it's relevant because I'm hearing rumblings, and I do not have hard evidence to back this up, but that Hakeem Jeffries was a regular attendee at those parties. I mean, does it surprise anyone at all? The Democrats are just the party of corruption and evil. Now, I think David Hogg is one of the biggest douchebags on the planet, and he's about the manliest thing the Democrats party have going. I'm not some tough guy, but his arms literally look like twigs you could just snap. But he was correct in saying voters want party leaders that they don't feel like they have to walk on eggshells around. He's 100% right. But it's people like you, David, and your party. It's your entire temperament. It's just how you are. It's the way you emotionally react to things that turns people off and makes people turn away from your party. It's easy to say, oh, we need people that are more accepting of everyone. But the people in your party, that's not how they're built. They are built to get defensive and go on the attack because their arguments are never backed by any facts. They're based on their emotions. So where someone having a logical conversation would react to a disagreement of their point with more facts, they don't have any. So they have only emotion to fall back on, and they freak out and take drastic measures to boot people from the party. So it's nice to say that that's happening in your party, but actually changing your behavior, I'll believe it when I see it. I just don't think I ever will. Let's get back to it.
Not gonna happen. But even the loudest, most annoying voices in the party are chiming in. Here's Jasmine Crockett auditioning for a job at Frontier Air. I bet there's a lot of people who are like, oh, let's go find the safest white boy we can find.
There's a lot of people that are like, you know what? Like, let's go find the safest white boy we can find. I mean, I'm just saying. No, for real.
A white man's got to do it. We're getting those callers.
For real. And to be clear, when we talk about them, I can tell you that there is one specific candidate. I had a donor on the phones with me telling me that all the donors are lining up behind that candidate. So I can tell, and I can tell you, it's not a black person nor woman.
Thanks, darling. The money's on the dresser. So now, I don't know what that means either. So now the left knows they must change. Some already are. Do you remember this lady? That's Stephanie Ruhle before Trump. Cute. This is her now. Who does she remind you of? I know. If I were Rachel, I'd be kind of worried. It reminds me of that stalker movie, Single White Female, except it's single white male. But what does this tell you? With Trump ruling the road of common sense, the Dems can only move more left. Ruhle wasn't always a left-wing scold. She spent 14 years in finance. Now she's mostly worried about the price of cats. Because she's, My guess is Jen Psaki's next. By the second episode of her new show, ratings in the key demo, people 24 to 54 plunged, with 65,000 in the entire country tuning in. I could get that many reading Kilmeade's book on my OnlyFans. So how long before Jen Psaki goes from this to this?
If you like watching videos like this one, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the video.
Talked about.
Tyrus, they could have had a tour, but they wouldn't have got the press.
They didn't come for no damn tour. They came for exactly that. We're going to do some dumb the people who could lose their jobs are not going to risk their jobs. So they can be the toughest guy in the room because they know security's not going to hurt them. So it's just more. Listen, this whole, even that stupid interview with the metrosexual DNC guy, that
David
Hobbs
Hogg.
or whatever.
Isn't it funny?
Who said, no, he's not funny. And I was like, I couldn't believe he's not. It's a joke. You mean to tell me, because you would like that, to where the only thing that young people are thinking about is getting laid and having fun. Well, that goes against everything that America's about. You just work your ass off, you get to a point. Fellas, once you get the whip in a little pocket in your ATM, you get laid a lot.
Yes.
Okay?
You're absolutely right.
So it just goes back.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. He missed the whole boat. I guess what he's trying to say is, I'm tired of these women telling us, well, you know what, why don't you beat man?
Beat man up. But that
I totally disagree with Tyrus. David Hogg is very funny. But the message about getting laid and having fun shows you that even a younger idiot Democrat like David Hogg is missing the plot, especially with Republicans, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. Every guy out there likes to get laid, and I'm sure the ladies too. I can't speak for you. But having fun and getting laid is not what life's about. And I think conservatives are rooted in their values. And again, I'm not preaching like I'm holier than thou. I haven't made some bad decisions in my younger days, but getting laid and having fun is kind of antithetical to what conservatism's all about. I mean, really focused on the family, really focused on getting married, really focused on mom and dad staying together and having children. If you want like the party of promiscuity, it would 100% be the left wing. Again, I feel like I need to keep saying this. Young men like to do that. Older men like to do that. Men in general like to do that. But the conservative movement as a whole, that is, I'd say, is more about working hard and settling down as a party, as a group. Anyway, I think David Hogg's just missing the entire point. I think he's trying to say what he thinks people want to hear, which makes it come across as just that much stupider. Anyway, let's wrap up the video.
That's not the only way this works. And this is a lot like someone trying to give dating tips to a cat lady.
Yes.
Okay? It took a long time for her to get there.
Yeah.
Okay? It's not one thing that's going to get her out. You feel where I'm going here?
Yes.
The Democratic Party, the only way it works is mass resignations.
Yes.
You have to get rid of all of them, her, him included.
Yes.
They're not, because they're fake. They are part of the problem. They all benefited during the 4 years of shadow government. They're the shadow government posing as Democrats. The only way is for all of them, one, confess their crimes and leave and never come back to government again. They won't do that, so they come out with stupid ass like on Bill Maher's dumbass show going, well, all we have to do is convince guys that we're not assholes. It's not going to happen. Doesn't matter how you do it, how you change it. They're corrupt. America sees it. There's only one way, a massive clean out, and they're not willing to let go of power.
Tyrus, I agree with you, but what did you guys think about this conversation between Greg Gutfeld and Tyrus about the Democrat Party? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, as always, really appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.